Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, today we are going to have our chapter number 13, your lecture number 27. I am your mathematics teacher Muhammad Abdul Saeed from Pakistan International School, Taif. Chapter number 13 is on theorems of sides and angles of the triangle. Our theorem number 13.1 is Theorem number 13.1 is this statement: if two sides of a triangle are unequal in length, the longer side has an angle. Longer side has an angle of greater Mayer opposite to it. Greater Mayer opposite to it. Listen carefully, my dear students. Here we have if two sides of triangle are unequal in length, this part is given. What is given? There is a triangle and its two sides are not equal in length. What is to prove? The longer side has an angle of greater Mayer opposite to it. It means that the angle opposite to longer side is greater and angle opposite to shorter side is shorter. Angle opposite to greater side is greater. What is given? There is a triangle ABC in which the side AC is greater than AB. Given is, in triangle ABC, side AC is greater than AB. You can see from the diagram, definitely AC is greater than AB. To prove is, what is the angle opposite to AC? Angle B. And what is the angle opposite to AB? That is C. What is the longer side? AC. Its opposite angle is greater. The longer side, the shorter side is AB. Its opposite angle C will be shorter. So, briefly we can say angle B is greater than angle C. This is to prove. Because angle B is opposite to longer side. So it is written longer side has an angle of greater Mayer opposite to it. So angle opposite to longer side is greater. This is to prove. To prove is measurement angle B is greater than measurement angle C. Remember that you can write down B as ABC is greater than angle ACB. That is same. After that we have construction. Take a point D on AC such that AD is congruent to AB. Join B with D and name the angles as in the figure. name the angles as in the figure. This is 1 and this is 2. Now again I am repeating the construction. Take a point D on AC such that AD is congruent to AB, AD is congruent to AB, join B with D and name the angle 1 and 2 as in the figure. Take a point D on AC such that AD is congruent to AB, join B with D and label the angles angle 1, angle 2 as in the figure. You can check. Here is given in triangle ABC, AC is greater than AB because two sides are unequal. Two sides of triangle are unequal. So, in triangle ABC, AC is greater than AB. To prove is angle B is greater than angle C, or you can say angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. Construction is take a point D on AC such that AD is congruent to AB. Join B to D and name the angles as 1 and 2. After that we have most important part of your theorem, and that is proof. Proof. This is the main body of the theorem. Dear students, by mistake, in the chapter number 11 or 10, I had written this, the main body of the theorem to prove. Actually, it was not to prove, it was the proof. Here is proof. Statements and reasons. In triangle ABD, angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Why? Because they are the opposite of equal sides. And in previous theorem we have seen that whenever in a triangle two sides are equal, their opposite angles are also equal. And if their angles are equal, their opposite sides will be equal. Opposite converse is also true. So here angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Why? Because AD is congruent to AB. Actually that was construction. That is construction. And here in triangle BCD, angle 2 is greater than angle C. Why? Because in triangle BCD, angle 2 is exterior angle of triangle and angle C is opposite interior angle. This is the well-known result that whenever we have an exterior angle of a triangle, it is always greater than opposite interior angle. Again I am repeating, in any triangle, exterior angle is always greater than opposite interior angle. So in triangle BCD, angle 2 is greater than angle C. An exterior angle is greater than opposite interior angles. C, then definitely 1 is greater than C because both are equal. Therefore, angle 1 is greater than angle C. That is from 1. And this may be 2 from 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. So angle 1 is greater than C. But angle B is equal to angle 1 plus angle DBC. Look at that. Angle B is this one. This is whole angle. You can check what the diagram. But angle B, this is angle B, this is angle total angle B here, up to here. Angle B is equal to angle 1. What is angle 1? This portion only. And plus angle DBC, this angle. So, you can see angle B is equal to angle 1 plus angle DBC. This is known as addition of angles postulate. Addition of angle postulate. After that, this angle B is equal to angle 1 plus angle DBC. So, angle B is greater than angle 1. Dear students, how we can say angle B is greater than 1? You can check this result from here. Come here. 12 is equal to, suppose, 12 is equal to 7 plus 5. Is it okay? 12 is equal to 7 plus 5. If I remove this 5, then what you will say, left side will be greater than right hand side. 12 will be greater than 7. Here I am removing this angle. So definitely left hand side will be, 12 will be greater than 7, mean angle B will be greater than one part, that is 1. But angle 1 is greater than angle C. You can check the logic, you can give it A is equal to B plus C, C is positive, then A is greater than B. This logic, this is the axiom. This can also be used in the algebra portion, algebraic mathematics. And here, that is 1 greater than C, this may be written as 3. After that, okay, we have angle B is greater than 1 and angle 1 is greater than C. Then angle B is greater than angle C. You can name it as 4 and 5 suppose. From 4 and 5. Angle B is greater than angle C. My dear students, look at me. For example, this book is larger than duster and duster is larger than marker. So, book will be more larger than marker. This is known as transitive property of inequality. This is known as transitive property of inequality, mean B is greater than 1, 1 is greater than C, then B is greater than C. And this is your result. That was to be proved. I hope that you got the better idea about this theorem. That was your theorem 13.1. After that, we have 13.2. Actually, it is the converse of your theorem number 13.1. Converse means given changes to proof, and to prove changes to given. This time angle will be unequal and you have to prove sides opposite to longer and bigger angle that will be longer than the other side. Here is theorem number 13.2. Statement is, if in a triangle, if two angles are unequal, if in a triangle two angles are unequal, the side opposite to greater angle, the side opposite to greater angle is longer than side opposite to smaller angle. Longer than side opposite to smaller angle. Here is this is A, B and C. Dear students, very easy but converse. This time this is given. There is given is triangle, there is a triangle and two angles are unequal. In triangle ABC, angle A is greater than angle B. You can easily check that this is obtuse angle and this is acute. So, what is given? In triangle ABC, angle A is greater than angle B. And to prove is, side opposite to greater angle is longer and side opposite to shorter angle is shorter, smaller. Okay, we have to prove that side opposite to greater angle. What is greater angle? A. So what about side opposite to greater angle A is BC. We have to prove that BC is greater than AC. BC is greater than AC. A greater than B. BC is greater than AC. Here is, that's why BC is greater than AC. After that, we have proof. In case of proof, there is no construction in this diagram. We are not going to add anything in this diagram. We will use this diagram up to the last one. Proof, statements, reasons. Now, proof, statement and reason. Dear students, what was to prove? BC is greater than AC. This is our target. BC is greater than AC. If suppose I am considering this oppositely, remember that in chapter number 10 I told you methods of proving the theorem, that was reduction and absurdum method. Then what is given, we take it as negative. It is not okay, BC is not greater than AC. Then we will take alternate, which we see that it is correct. With that result, we move forward and at the contradiction. We reached wrong answer. It means that wrong answer was due to wrong supposition. So here, suppose if BC is not greater than AC, then what are the possibilities? My dear students, there is a property that is known as trichotomy property. Trichotomy property means that there is three type of relations possibility between any two numbers. For example, you are given A and B. Either A greater than B, or A is equal to B, or A is less than B. These are three possibilities between any two numbers. Either A greater than B, or equal to B, or less than B. This is known as trichotomy property. If I am saying that BC is not greater than AC, then either BC is equal to AC or BC is less than AC. We will check these two results one by one. If they both are not possible, that it means that we supposed wrongly. So what is the correct opposite of that? If BC is greater than AC. If BC is equal to AC, according to previous theorem, if BC is equal to AC, then angle A is equal to B. Then angle A is equal to angle B. Angle opposite to congruent sides are congruent. Angles opposite to congruent sides are congruent. And this is trichotomy property. Trichotomy property. But A was greater than B. Angle A was greater than B, that was given. So it means that given will not be wrong. So, but angle A is greater than B given, hence our supposition that BC is equal to AB, BC is equal to AC is wrong. So one possibility finished. Second is, if BC is less than AC, BC is less than AC, then what will be the result? If BC is less than AC, then according to theorem number 1, smaller side will have smaller angle opposite to it. So it means that, so angle A will be less than angle B. Theorem number 1. Theorem number 13.1. But again, but angle A is greater than angle B. This is given. So given cannot be wrong. It means that again, here our supposition that BC is less than AC is also wrong. Hence, BC, we conclude BC is not equal to AC, BC is not less than AC. So what is the conclusion? If two possibilities are wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, which one is the correct one? Third one. Hence, because of this result, thus we conclude that BC is greater than AC, trichotomy property. This is trichotomy property. My dear students, that was your theorem number 2, and it was all about trichotomy property. We took this first, we had to prove that one. We took this trichotomy property and we proved one by one that equality does not hold, that less than sign does not hold. So it means that we have only one possibility left, and what was the possibility left? That was greater. And at the end we conclude that BC is greater than AC. That was your answer. I hope that you understood this theorem. It was very easy. And inshallah, you will revise it, you will prepare these theorems. And if there is any problem, any confusion, then you can contact me. Inshallah, I will resolve that problem if you have any. Thank you very much. Okay, Allah Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.